Hello everyone! Look what the mailman brought in today. It's the February 2019 Artsnacks box. Ew, I'm seeing something I like already. There's a coupon for Faber-Castell stuff. Markers. I don't know. Oh, I like this drawing. Very pretty. I didn't know they made a white. I don't have a white. Maybe there's one in here. Let's see. So many things to look for. Got a kneaded eraser, Faber-Castell kneaded eraser, because you never have too many kneaded eraser, because they don't last forever or anything. Smarties, my favorite candies. Yummy. Oh, look at this. A little hearted Artsnacks sticker for Valentine's Day. We've got a piece of a sample paper, I guess, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. That's what it says here. Stonehenge Kraft paper. So that's probably a sample paper, but I do have a whole block of it, so I can always use the one I have. And here we have some Rembrandt pastel, yeah, they're dry pastels, soft pastels. They're a gray selections, light grays. The box is kind of funky because you have to pull on the foam part to pull it out. It's kind of weird. It would be nice if it was in a little cardboard case or something, but anyway, at least they're well protected, and so they traveled well. There's looks like there's one warm gray here. There's only numbers, there's no names on them, but it looks like all cool grays with one, or maybe this is a darker warm gray, something like that. I'll have to try them out. That's really nice. Yes! Haha! We have a white Pitt artist pen, a bullet nib. I have the full set, and I don't think it comes with a white. I have to double check to be sure. And what is this? Zebra unbreakable lead mechanical pencil. It's a 05 and it's an HB. It comes with refills, looks like it. 12 refills, which is nice. I like the color. Oh, got it. That's a funky looking refill tube. You know what I'd love? I don't have any of those yet. Maybe I should just buy them, but now there are some blue and red leads to put in mechanical pencils. I'd love to try those. Little eraser here, and let's see, and I guess you remove the eraser to replace the lead. Yeah, it's a simple little thing, the straight to the point, but it's supposed to be unbreakable lead, so anything fancy, I think that's it. So this is what we have for this month's challenge. It's pretty cool. So obviously with the white and with the pastels, they should really stand out well on the craft paper. So I'm probably gonna use, I actually have a sketchbook also of Stonehenge Kraft paper, so I'll probably use a bigger piece to draw on. I don't think it's cheating. Is it cheating? Because I mean, you can make a bookmark out of this, I guess. Anyway, stick around and I'll see what I can make. Knowing that I had more of this craft paper by Stonehenge, I decided to use the sample piece that came in the box to try out the supplies. And it's a great way also to figure out how the supplies will react with this type of paper, how it will work, and it gives you an idea of what you can draw after that with all the supplies on this particular paper. I really enjoyed the Zebra DelGuard mechanical pencil. It's pretty dark, although it doesn't show as dark on this paper because it's a pretty dark color. I really like the feel to it. The white Pitt marker got absorbed. It's very juicy, it's a nice marker, but the white ink really gets absorbed by the paper, so it's not as white as I'd like it to be. I guess my reference is white gouache, which I don't think any pen or markers can recreate this nice opaque white. But if you let it dry, and be careful, do let it dry, because otherwise the paper will peel. If you let it dry and go over it a couple more times, you can achieve a pretty nice white. And finally, for the pastels, well, they're really nice. I already have some Rembrandt pastels and I always enjoy using them. However, this is not the right kind of paper for these pastels. This is vellum paper, so it's pretty smooth. So I thought I had a sketchbook with Stonehenge Kraft paper, but I was mistaken. It ended up being cream color paper. So I took my paper pad and I cut a piece so that I could draw something on it with the supplies. And as you can tell, the Pitt marker is pretty streaky. I will end up going over it a couple more times and it'll make it better and not as streaky, but it's never perfect. So be aware of that. It might be better for smaller surfaces. I just colored a very big area, so it doesn't show as well in the smaller areas. Also, I do have the full set of Pitt markers, but it's with the brush tips. And I checked and there is no white in it. So I'm glad that I got this one to try out. And I'll probably give it another shot with different papers and different types of projects and see how I like it. Now, like I said before, Stonehenge paper is, unless it's the aqua, and then it's gonna be for watercolor, but usually it's vellum paper. So it has a pretty smooth surface. It has a slight tooth, and it says that it's ideal for printmaking, and I really like this paper and I usually use it with my colored pencils. And I went online and the description says that it also works well with charcoals and soft pastels and watercolors. So yeah, it's about, I think, 90 pounds, so it's pretty thick paper, and light washes of watercolor would probably work well. Probably not on the craft paper, just the white one or the lightly colored ones would work fine. But I think it's just not right with pastels, because unless you use very creamy pastels, there's not much tooth to really grab onto the pastels, and I didn't really enjoy using the pastels on this paper. So I guess I'm used to using pastel papers and sanded papers, so it didn't really work for me. And I had a hard time blending the colors together, so I used a paper stomp and it worked a little bit, but you know, it's just very thin layers. I couldn't really create the texture that I wanted. So anyway, not my favorite paper for soft pastels. Talking about soft pastels, so I do enjoy the Rembrandt pastels. I've used them before, I like them, I have a few, and it's great that they're coming up with those little sets. I think a set of light grays could be very useful to add to someone's collection, because it's nice to have those subtle tones like that, those subtle differences. However, when you use it in the set and you're trying to create something with just a set, they're so close to each other that what are you going to draw with them? So I did my best to try to show contrast on this girl's face and neck and all, but it was really hard. I had to cheat and use the mechanical pencil in some darker shadowy areas because you can't really see any contrast. They're really close to each other, all those pastels. Again, don't get me wrong, they're great and it's a nice set, but using just this set to draw something, it's really hard. But it will make a nice addition to my pastels for sure. So in conclusion, and that tends to happen a lot, but I can understand why, the whole box is a great idea. I really like every single item in this box. Together they don't work very well though, but individually they're all great quality supplies and I really like them all. So great idea, not very well curated, I guess, for one challenge with all those things together. But that's okay. I was able to make it work, and I'm sure a lot of other art snackers will have come up with better ideas and were able to make it work even better. So anyway, that's it for the February Artsnacks box. Thank you all for coming. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.